Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Oopscast.
Oopscast!
This is your co-host, Grant Crine, and
Better host here, Kishan Desai. And today we got a special guest here. One of the most
yeah.
feared but loved Canadians fans, the Fresno's very own. Introduce yourself.
Hey boys, my name is Hovsep. Obviously I go to Fresno State, so it's a shirt.
Boo.
Kishan, I see you're wearing a UCLA shirt. How was that 40-37 ass whooping you took?
Whoa, okay, man. This is a basketball podcast, not a college football podcast. We still have higher admissions rates, still the number one public university in the nation.
Okay, maybe a better school, but still, last 4 times you got your butt kicked.
We got one thing that in common that makes us two better than Grant. We got
a football team.
Hey, shut up. We're the best religious Bible studies school in all the nation.
Oh, man. But today, guys, we're going to be covering two big major things. We're going to be covering continuing on with the playoffs, obviously. And we're going to be talking about the recent awards that were just announced for some of the players. Let's start off with that segment real quick. So, man, we started off this week with Defensive Player of the Year, Boston Celtics very own Marcus Smart.
Dude, he deserves it a lot. He's been playing like hell of defense this year, and he's been guarding some of the greats, such as Jimmy Butler, Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron, Damian Lillard, and goes so on. And he's been proven that he's a lockdown defender. Obviously, you can talk about Mikal Bridges and Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. The stifle power.
Exactly.
You know, Marcus Smart is actually kind of like Grant when you think about it, but except in that, Marcus Smart's guarding the basketball. Grant's guarding the food, bro. Grant's guarding the food, bro. At any Horvats, Grant averages the most steals and rebounds.
I got the shish kebab.
Grant gets quadruple doubles, the most kebabs eaten in a day.
I like chicken kebab.
Hey, fist bump me right there. Fist bump me. Yes, sir. But no, yeah, man. So no, we got the Marcus Smart winning Defensive Player of the Year. That was okay. I'm gonna be honest. Even though I'm a Celtics fan, I'm a huge Celtics fan. I love Marcus Smart. I love getting Mikal Bridges deserved that award though.
Yeah, no, he does. He does.
Right. Hovsep, Mikal Bridges, obviously.
Yes, from the Phoenix Suns.
Give us your thoughts about him. Like, what do you think about the whole Defensive Player of the Year?
My thoughts, Marcus Smart, obviously Boston, really good defensive team. I feel like anyone could have won that award, but this is an individual award. So I feel like that the team deserves a Defensive Player of the Award, but individually wise, it should go to Mikal Bridges, But since Marcus Smart was part of the Boston Celtics,
I think it's like
that's why
it was close enough to the point, right? I mean, it was close enough. Like both did really good to the point. I'm glad it's not a center winning the award this time. It's like a guard.
Yeah.
But okay, Grant, tell us about the next award.
Then we got John Morant winning most improved player of the year.
My question is why.
I don't know. I feel like Desmond Bane should have got it, in my opinion.
I think Jordan Poole should have gotten the award.
Look, Jordan Poole's not a bad player. Don't get me wrong. But he's a streaky player. Sometimes he can go off. Sometimes he can go off. But
he's been going off during the playoffs. He's been going off during these playoffs.
Dude, even in the regular season, he was going off. Like, look at it. When Steph wasn't playing, he was really picking up the slack for the Warriors, Like, he was always there, man. Let's just say, the Warriors were always having a pool party when he was around.
Desmond Bane, he averaged 9 points per game last year. This year, 18 points per game. Last year, 3 rebounds. This year, 4 rebounds. Same thing for this.
I'm not doubting Desmond Bane. In fact, I told you that Desmond Bane was.
I know. I remember.
I had him on my fantasy team. I remember having him last year, and I liked him.
Sure. No, man. Desmond Bane is a baller. He's going to be in the league for a very, very long time if he keeps it up though like this.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. A guy like him, he's a fundamental player on that sort of team, and they are making really good use out of him. Finally, we have Evan Mobley getting snubbed for Rookie of the Year. I'm just gonna put it like that because that's how much I feel like he got snubbed. Scotty Barnes won the award. I don't know. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but like he did have moments where he was like just streaky and cold.
No, man. Look, Scotty Barnes is a very good player. I respect him a lot. I feel like he's going to be in the league for a very long time. And matter of fact, he's going to lead Toronto as a player, as a leader. But when you look at Evan Mobley, he's just been the better overall player. He's played way more games and he's contributed to a lot more, especially with some major downsides that happened in the city of Cleveland. For instance, you got Jared Allen going down, Darius Garland being injured at times. He had to step up for those times, and they made it to the play-in. But when you look at Toronto, you got players such as Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby,
Spicy P.
Spicy P, thank you. And then Gary Trent Jr. I know you mentioned about that earlier as well.
Mm-hmm.
He stepped up big time. But yeah, again, not hating on Scotty Barnes. I feel like Evan Mobley should have won. A lot of people are really surprised.
I said Spicy P, and I don't know why I just remembered there's this one sus-ass comment NBA made one time. It was like Peyton Pritchard wearing a mask, so they called him Mask PP. That shit had me dying for some reason.
Weird.
Yeah, and back to Evan Mobley snubbing. I remember when we were drafting our players, Grant told me that Evan Mobley was gonna be like one of the top rookies, and I drafted him. And unfortunately,
shout out to Hovsep, by the way. Yeah, he was the champion of his fantasy league this year.
Yes,
he got lucky that I wasn't playing fantasy this year.
Oh,
Ooh, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be defending that title. Don't you worry.
Yes,
oh man, let's just wait and watch, man. Let's just wait and watch.
Yeah, I remember
Jared Dudley. I'm about to draft Jared Dudley next year.
No, man, if I could get Brian Scalabrine somehow, bro, I'm gonna just do it.
Hey, I mean, I ain't gonna sleep on Jordan Poole next year. If the time is right, I'm gonna pick him up.
All right, but yeah, those are the awards. Let's go on to playoffs. And before we start off with the second round, I do want to just give props to the New Orleans Pelicans, man. They were like one of the teams I actually respected throughout this whole series, man. They actually put up a fight against the Suns.
I want to start with Brandon Ingram, too.
Ingram, man.
I want to quickly talk about Brandon Ingram, man. Look.
As if the Grant rant wasn't enough about the Lakers. He's already in his sad feels about the Lakers letting go of Brandon Ingram.
Look, we got a chip at the end of the day. I can't really get mad about that trade.
Yeah, but he wasn't
going to thrive under LeBron.
That is true.
But let's be real here. I'm not those obnoxious Lakers fans saying, "Oh, we lost this, oh, we lost that." No, I really like that trade because again, we got a championship out of it. But I also feel like we could have had a very, very bright future out of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Julius Randle. But these guys are thriving in their own respective organizations, so I'm really happy for them.
That is true. Grant's gonna message me later. Yo, guys, Damian Lillard to the Lakers or Bradley Beal to the Lakers?
Honestly, like looking back at that,
there's room for you, man.
Looking back at that Lakers championship, like they had a pretty solid team. I just felt like because of the pandemic and whatever was going on in the world, I just felt like it was like kind of handed to them.
Handed to them.
Oh man, those are fighting words.
Hey, no disrespect, but
what's that supposed to mean, bro? What's that supposed to mean?
No, let's be honest. The Heat had a good shot at winning it, but I don't know.
They lost.
Those are my thoughts.
Bro, Lakers had a way better team than the Heat at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, Lakers did win out.
I like how people throw trash about saying bubble MVP, bubble championship, bubble ring.
Exactly. Like,
the bubble guppies, you get the bubble guppies, bro. Huh?
Yeah.
Dude, but speaking of bubble guppies, I know a lot of people mentioned about the Miami Heat and them being the bubble guppies after they got even eliminated from the playoffs last year, first round, getting swept by the Milwaukee Bucks. Right. We'll see how it goes. I feel like Eastern Conference Final.
Mm-hmm.
Rematch.
Right. No, man. But speaking of sweeps, man. Talking about the Brooklyn Nets. Oh. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got this, man. I got this.
Oh, you got to bring out the broom.
We got the
bring out the broom. Bring out the broom.
Brooklyn Nets got swept.
Bring out the brooms.
Yes. Mine's outside.
But let's be honest. Like, obviously, the Brooklyn Nets had, like, a lot of controversy outside of basketball. But let's be honest. Ben Simmons, like one of the most disrespected, overrated players in the league. I don't know how
and
he's
with all due respect, he deserves it because he should be playing with his team, but they're coming up with a lot of excuses and stuff on why he can't play. They're saying he has a mental block that could damage his back. That's the first time I've ever heard anything like that.
Yeah.
I guess they're going specific with the excuse list.
Yeah.
You guys
seriously. But forget Ben Simmons for a second. Like, even if Ben Simmons did not play a single minute, which he didn't, how do you get swept when you have all that talent around you?
It's just off-court issues, bro.
It's off-court issues, miscommunication, and just not playing basketball the way it should be. Kyrie Irving was also a big factor to the issues early on. James Harden. There was a lot of issues. They were riddled with issues. What's crazy is Kevin Durant was not the issue this time around.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Durant. I mean, I feel like Brooklyn is like a perfect fit for him. It's just that he needs some more supporting players that will live up to his expectations.
I don't think he needs support, bro. He's already got all the players that he needs. It was just an unfortunate season. He has Kyrie Irving and Ben Simmons. But we're going to see how it goes next season.
I think maybe if Kyrie's drama doesn't happen next season, if they don't have those on-court issues with Kyrie, I think, chances are they might play better. Who knows?
Yeah. And I think we can actually respect Blake Griffin too. Like, he's actually coming back as like one of those dominant players that we saw him with the Clippers.
He's washed.
He's not washed. He wasn't actually playing too bad in the series. I feel like they should have gave him an opportunity to play more against the Celtics. From Hovsep, he did have a few moments, like highlights, but at the same time, he's not the old Blake Griffin that he is anymore.
Yeah. Shout out to that Blake Griffin, bro. You just reminded me. OG Blake Griffin, OG Kevin Love, bro. Those were the days.
Yeah,
two of the best power forwards in the league.
Yeah, but I think Blake Griffin is also one of those players that kind of deserves a ring too. Okay. I know you have your thoughts on him. I kind of like him.
You just go to Orlando Magic and
this is how we know that you watch more hockey than you do watch basketball.
To the viewers out there, I do watch more hockey than basketball.
What place was Montreal in?
Okay, we don't have to go into that.
All right, okay.
LA Kings.
Yes, the Kings did make it to the playoffs. Congratulations. But you have to play Edmonton
and you guys win 10-2 yesterday? Didn't Montreal win 10-2 yesterday?
10-2, yeah. I was happy about that, but unfortunately, I think Florida was sending their best players for the playoffs. So
yeah, bro, I saw that. I'm like, damn, 10-2?
10-2, baby.
I was actually watching the Nashville. I know we're a little bit off topic, but I watched the Nashville game in Arizona. I heard they were down 4-0, and then they came back 5-4. Arizona.
Yeah. Oh, Arizona Coyotes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, but hockey's a pretty interesting sport.
Oh yeah, and just you wait. I encourage the viewers. You don't have to, but I encourage you to watch at least one game in the playoffs because trust me, it's worth it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's whiter, the hockey fan base or Utah Jazz fan base. Speaking of the Utah Jazz, bro, the Utah Jazz were Utah ass this whole series. I'm just kidding. They put up a fight. They put up 6 games. But Grant said they're going to win. I said Mavericks.
I did. No, I did. Bro, it's really, really disappointing how they ended up losing to Mavericks.
Yeah.
But you gotta admit, the Mavs are a better team, though. The Mavs are kind of a better team.
They didn't have Doncic, though, half the time. How do you lose to Brunson? With all due respect for him, like, he's a really good player, but when you have Donovan Mitchell, Jordan Clarkson, and Rudy Gobert. I just sound really funny. But yeah, when you have those two players, you have no excuse. You have to go and dominate.
Even coaching-wise, too, like, Quinn Snyder is a superior coach to, what's his name, Jason Kidd, you know? So
what was that? What was that one coach from the Bulls? Jim Boyle?
Jim Boylan.
Hey, man, he's on his level now.
Crazy, bro. Grant, you look like the Armenian Jim Boylan right now.
Hey, I think he can. I just go to Chicago, and I think he can coach the.
Bro, they're gonna drop me if they think I'm Jim Boyle. What do you think? Bro, nobody likes Jim Boyle. That dude.
Jim Boylan.
Jim Boylan.
Yeah.
Boylan. There you go. Hey, Jim Boyle. If you're watching
I was Bulls coach.
Nah, man, you go there instead of Jim Boylan. They're going, boy, get your ass out of Chicago. No, But yeah, okay. So let's get into the main series, what's it called? Games. Let's start with the East this time because we started West last week. So East, we got Miami versus Philly.
Hovsep, you're our guest, so I'm gonna let you.
Okay. Obviously, Embiid is out indefinitely. We don't know how much in specific, but I'm gonna assume for the first couple of games. I think, depending on the situation, it just has to come down to Harden playing his best game. If he can't do that, then I think that this is the one Miami takes in 6 games.
Miami in 6.
Miami in 6.
Kishan?
I agree with actually Hovsep this time around. Yeah, no. I think Miami in 6, and here's why. No, with Embiid being out indefinitely, and just Embiid also being the sole scorer, we've seen games where the whole team is healthy and playing together, but like they lost the 2 games they lost to Toronto. You could tell that they got Embiid locked up, and that's why they weren't doing well. And Harden, it doesn't have that X factor in him anymore. He wasn't being an X factor player. Well, okay, keep in mind, he did have moments where he had high assist games, like he had double rounds and stuff. But honestly, though, I think with Phil, just the way Miami's playing, they're out for revenge. They want to prove why they are the rightful first seed of the East.
Mm-hmm. Like they got something to prove. Like people were downing them as like a paper 1 seed. They beat Atlanta, who I thought, in my opinion, I thought they were gonna lose to Atlanta.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah, I remember you called me and told me. There are 2 things you called me and told me about, because right now I'm about to coach you there for a second. First one was, Atlanta is gonna upset Miami. I remember you telling me the 7-game series they're gonna upset them. Second thing, if the Sixers lose to the Raptors, the process was a fail, and they should trade Joel Embiid.
I think now like the process is okay, but now that Embiid is out, it's going to bring a lot of questions. So I think it's going to come down to next season on whether or not the process could fail or succeed, because you don't have Embiid right now.
All right, Grant, you tell us, man, what you think, Miami or Philly?
Well, first, before I give my final thought, I'm gonna say this series is gonna depend a lot, not only on James Harden, but on Tyrese Maxey.
Ooh.
Tyrese Maxey has been averaging 21 points a game, and he's shooting 40% of the 3-point arc against Miami Heat. So now that Embiid's out, he's gonna have to step up a little bit more. I know they don't play the same position, but he's been dominating against Toronto Raptors, as we all saw. So yeah, I think if Tyrese Maxey does play good, I'm not gonna still say they're gonna win, but I think this series might go to Game 6. But if he plays garbage, then I'm gonna say Miami in 5.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think for the very least, Miami in 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then the next matchup. This is gonna be one of my favorite matchups for the East in general. Boston versus Milwaukee.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun series. Both obviously Kishan and Grant, you've been talking about how good these 2 teams are on a 2-way.
One of the best 2-way teams, bro.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen a good team like that, both on the offensive side of the ball and defensive side of the ball. It really goes down to the 2 of their stars, Jason Tatum and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Greek freak.
The Greek freak. This is a big game for the Bucks because they're the defending champions here. They have to prove that they're not a fluke team. They're meant to be a perennial dynasty. But this is also a big game for the Celtics because they're seen as a contender for the long. It's been 5-6 years. The moment Jason Tatum stepped foot on the Celtics, we've been seen as finals contenders since then,
Yeah.
And what's crazy is that we've been been to the conference championship twice, been bounced in the second round once, and been bounced in the first round once. Last year, first round, that was, I think, the biggest smack to our face as Celtics fans. This year, also, I remember Grant telling me, I don't think the Celtics are going to make it to the playoffs, I don't think they're going to, they're already this far in. I got them going 6. I think they're going to win this series in 6. And here's my biggest reason why. Chris Middleton, who's an X-factor scorer for the Bucks, is out for the whole series with an MCL sprain.
I'm going to have to go with Celtics in 7.
Okay.
You said, Chris Middleton's out. Not only do they have Marcus Smart and Jason Tatum, but they also have Al Horford. Who I think is going to defend Giannis really well. And I think they're going to double team Giannis too.
Not just him, bro. You have Robert Williams III, the Time Lord himself.
I think they're gonna play a lot of zone for that game. They don't need to go man to man, I feel like
And
as long as
Jaylen Brown, dude. Jaylen Brown needs to step up this game too,
I think he will for sure. Again, they don't have Chris Middleton. All it is Giannis and what was his name? Drew Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm missing someone else too.
They have Bobby Portis also too. Bobby Portis he's honestly been stepping up for the Bucks lately. I've seen it,
Yes. He was on that was actually one of the reasons why I won. That was
I told you to pick him up though. Remember?
You didn't tell me that.
I told you to pick up Bobby Portis.
Wait, no. Did you tell me or did I pick him up by myself?
Oh, I told you, bro. Check out Bobby Portis.
Bro, Grant's just claiming Hovsep's team now for himself.
No. So seriously, I was giving some advice. I'm like, bro, because I think you lost a player. He got injured.
Yeah, I did. I forgot.
And I told you, if you want, check out Bobby Portis.
Yeah. And he did really good. He stepped up so much. And
because Brook Lopez was injured. Now I remember.
Oh yeah. That was a player I had.
He was out 85%. I told you to pick him up. He's gonna be right next to Giannis.
Yeah.
No, man, but
And here's my prediction. I'm not saying who's gonna win, even though that's the case with you two. But here's my prediction, and this is a bold prediction. The winner of this game is gonna move on to the NBA Finals.
Whoa.
I'm calling it right now. Winner of this game moves on to the NBA Finals.
Ooh, that's a bold.
What if Embiid's healthy though?
If Embiid's healthy,
and if they advance, let's say.
Yeah, if Sixers advance, there's gonna be some trouble. But as of right now, and where things are going, winner of this game is gonna move on to the NBA Finals.
That you're not the only person who's actually said that to me because one of my best friends, Grant, knows this guy. Even Hovsep knows him. Aaron Zarabi, he and I were talking about this. He said that whoever wins between the Bucks and the Celtics is going to win the NBA Finals. He says that. That's what he thinks.
Damn.
That's a more bolder prediction than what I said. I said
I know, yeah.
I didn't say win.
Damn, that's
wow.
It's a little
Me
bit.
Me and Aaron are thinking alike, kind of.
But you guys forgot that Chris Middleton's injured, though. So you guys think Giannis is just going to carry this team all the way to the chip?
I feel like he kind of carried them to the championship too, didn't he?
Yeah, Chris
Middleton and Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was a huge factor when he was guarding Chris Paul. Chris Paul wasn't getting shit in because Drew Holiday was there guarding him all the time.
Yeah,
Chatsworth. What was it?
But that game 6 by Giannis, that showed that he's a real deal, man. I mean, a 50 piece.
Hey, shout out to Drew Holiday, bro.
Oh, okay. You see how you're going.
Shout out to no NBA player went to Pepperdine. I forgot.
Hey, I know you're not in the playoffs, bro, but shout out to Paul George.
Brick.
Hey, you're forgetting about Pandemic P. He was dangerous.
No, I think the pandemic was more dangerous than him.
Okay. I don't care. Paul George.
Bro, I like you. Who's that one legend that played for Phoenix? It started something Johnson. Was it Eddie Johnson or
Kevin Johnson or Dennis Johnson?
Dennis Johnson. I think he went to Pepperdine. Like all jokes aside, I think he went to Pepperdine.
Dennis Johnson played for the Celtics too, and for the Sonics. He won Finals MVP with them. Yeah.
I think he went to Pepperdine. Let me check.
Oh, okay. But while Grant's checking that,
he went to Pepperdine.
Oh.
Hey, you got
one NBA player. Hey, Kessler Edwards.
Who?
Okay. I'll give you one better. Tyler Johnson.
Crickets. No, he wasn't that on the thing. He played for Miami. Yeah, he wasn't
played for Miami
at the time. You want me to tell you the worst NBA player to play in the NBA from UCLA? TJ Leaf or Thomas Welch, bro. UCLA.
He wasn't bad in college.
No, in college they were good, bro. Those were the Lonzo teammates. I remember. They're Lonzo's teammates.
But yeah, man. Going back to the topic. So, what are you guys' final predictions?
Boston in 6.
Boston in 6. Boston in 7. I say, and
And I'm saying the winner of this game is going to move on to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, but no. Who do you think specifically who's going to win?
I think
that's the real question.
This has a potential to go 7 games.
If you got to make a guess.
If I had to make a guess, I'd go with Boston. I think if they shut down Giannis enough, they definitely will have a chance.
Bet.
Okay, and all right, so on to the West, man. We got Golden State versus Memphis. That's going to be an electrifying offensive series.
This series is going to be so fun to watch.
Yeah, this game depends more on defense than offense because we know both teams can score, but which team can step up on the defensive side?
I don't even think it's going to be really defense. It's really going to be who can outscore who. That's the real question.
Yeah, but obviously, like who can get that final stop?
The way Steph Curry and Ja Morant will be playing. This is how NBA fans back in the day would imagine like D Rose versus Steph Curry. That's like the matchup that they would have wanted. Like Like if D Rose stayed healthy, like the Bulls versus the Golden State Warriors would have been the matchup of the century. And we're kind of getting that in the Grizzlies versus the Warriors, in the form of Ja Morant versus Steph Curry.
I think this has a
Go ahead.
You were saying? I was going to say that this has the potential to be like one of the biggest rivalries we had since Cleveland versus Golden State.
I don't know about rivalries, but I'll say that, it's going to be one of the most entertaining series we might have had in the last few years. With that said, however, I think it's going to be a 5-game series. Golden State wins it.
Whoa.
Disrespecting Memphis? Oh.
Don't get me wrong. I respect Ja Morant.
Hey, Kishan, I hope in those 5 games you find a close game because I told you, I remember telling you about how sweeps work because people fail to realize that even though a team got swept, it matters about how each game played out.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Nets versus Celtics sweeps were all single margin games, I get that. But like in this case, this is like a gentleman's sweep 5-game series, I have this team beating them in 5 because, look, the Memphis Grizzlies are a great team. No disrespect to them. It's just, this is really a question about what wins in this case, electrifying youth or just the experience, veteran experience, Steph Curry has seen a lot. He's a veteran of this game now at this point, 2-time MVP, 0-time finals MVP, 3-time champion, but he's seen a lot. He's been to the finals. Ja Morant, this is the first time, not the first time in the playoffs, right? Or the second time in the playoffs?
I think it's like the high seed he's gotten. It's like the high seed he's gotten.
Yeah, is this the second time in his playoffs or first time?
This is the second time.
Second
time the high seed he's gotten.
They lost 4-1 last year.
They did. Right. You're right. Having said that, I think Steph Curry is just like in a different mode of this season. And with Klay Thompson back and Draymond Green working on all cylinders, great defensive mind right there. And you got Jordan Poole popping off. PTSD is about to give PTSD to this team. I'm just saying.
I think more like Memphis is about to get PTSD.
Oh my God.
No, man, but honestly, I think Memphis is gonna win in 7.
Okay.
One of the major factors, home court advantage.
Oh, you think home court advantage would get Steph Curry phased, huh? Yeah.
Bro, not even just that, bro. Memphis, such a young, energetic team, and they've been beating Warriors for the past 2 years now. Even with Steph Curry playing, like they know their weakness. They know the Warriors' strengths and weaknesses.
Keep in mind, this is the first time the Warriors are healthy since 2019, 2018.
Damn. So about 3-4 years.
Yeah. So this is the first time we're getting a fully healthy Warriors team with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry playing at
But you also have to keep in mind that the Memphis Grizzlies, out of 21 games they played without Ja Morant, they won 19 of them.
That I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Yeah. But I still think I think Steph's veteran experience is going to overpower them. That's why I have him going in 5. Hovsep, Hovsep, our guest, man. What do you think?
I'm gonna go Warriors in 6. And the Grizzlies, I might give them a couple. Hey, I gotta go to the Bay Area. My friend, shout out Jacob Lindahl. He's a Warriors fan. He's a Bay Area fan, whatever. But But yeah, I'm gonna go Warriors in 6, and I'll give Memphis a couple more years until they get to that next step.
And speaking of Memphis, I don't know why I'm thinking about Nashville style hot chicken for some reason.
Come on. Don't get me hungry, bro. Don't get me hungry.
Damn, you know I want some Nashville hot chicken.
Hey. Thank you, Nashville, bro. We gotta give them a shout out. Thank you, Nashville.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. And the final series of this matchup, and this is gonna be the most entertaining series in my opinion. Phoenix versus Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
This is a certified 7-game primetime series right here.
7 games?
Oh, I think so.
That might be a little bit of a reach, in my opinion.
I think it's just go. Yeah, this has a potential to go back and forth. This has a potential to go back and forth.
With that said, though, I give it to the Suns easily.
Suns?
Let me tell you, the reason why is that the Suns team is more well built. Like if you look at Luka Doncic versus what's his name, Devin Booker, both shooting guards. Let's look at that for a second. If you look at the team that's built around them, Devin Booker has more of a consistent team built around him versus Luka Doncic. You know, I do give it, however, that when Devin Booker wasn't playing, the Suns got inconsistent a little bit. You know, they were able to choke out 2 games from the Pelicans, but when Doncic wasn't playing, you know, the Mavericks still had their shit together. Luckily, you know, with Jalen Brunson. However, they still have some inconsistencies. You know, Spencer Dinwiddie has been one of the biggest inconsistent players on that team. He's not the Nets Dinwiddie that we know and love.
Man, Spencer Dinwiddie was really good. Taft legend. Shout out to him. Taft High School.
Taft High School, baby.
No, man, but so you think Suns are gonna win the series?
I think Suns are gonna win the series. Yeah.
Out of what games? How many games?
7. I said 7.
7. Okay. I think Suns are gonna win in 6.
Okay.
And I
you guys are not.
One of the major reasons is because of Chris Paul. Just his leadership is simply driving this team to go all the way to the top. And if you look at Dallas Mavericks, they only have Luka Doncic. You take him out, it's just an average team. You can't just look at them just because they beat Utah, because they've been having some off-court issues, starting with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell with the COVID crisis.
That's been that's already 2 years old.
Yeah, exactly. And they still haven't been clicking.
I'm going to be honest, though. What's it called? Also, you heard about Chris Paul and the whole bedtime situation when they're in New Orleans.
Bedtime situation.
You created a bedtime.
Funny the way you said it.
Oh my God.
The bedtime situation. Homie was.
They give them teddy bears and red bedtime.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm gonna read you the story of Game 6. It was
Chris Paul State Farm.
Oh my God.
What was his brother's name? The imaginary one? Cliff Paul. Cliff Paul. And then he tells the players closely, "Get State Farm."
State Farm.
Oh my God.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm.
Let's go back to the topic. Yeah, so if you look at Dallas Mavericks, you take out Luka Doncic, they just have an average team. Don't look at Jalen Brunson as a bad team. That's not what I'm saying. He's a bad player. But I don't think they're going to be strong enough to beat the Suns, at least in my opinion.
The only way I see Dallas losing this one is if this is if this ends early. If this gets to Game 7, I think it's going to be Dallas. If this goes to stretch, it's going to go Dallas.
You're trying to say Mavericks are going to win, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Because don't get me wrong.
That is the team in Dallas, Grant, so.
Don't get me wrong. The Suns have a really good team. Like, they have a deep team. But if the Mavs can just push the Suns to go the whole 7 games, then I think that's where Dallas gets the advantage.
Wow. That's a bold. Okay, it's not really a bold statement.
It's gonna be kind of tough. I guess players like Spencer Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith have to step up big time on the defensive end, because they're not really big on the offensive end as much as they are on the defensive end, especially Dorian Finney-Smith and Dwight Powell.
Right.
They're gonna have to step up big time if they want to make a fight to play either Memphis or Golden State in the Western Finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, anyways, I mean, that's what's it called? That's all the series right there. Well, honestly, I don't think there's anything else we need to cover. So with that said, guys, go ahead.
I forgot. MVP predictions. Who you guys think is going to win MVP?
Okay.
Nikola Jokic, right here.
Jokic?
Jokic.
I think Jokic will go back to back.
I think it's going to be Joel Embiid.
I wouldn't mind the Embiid winning it either, but I think Jokic just put up the stats this year too, like, you know?
Yeah.
What other awards are there? There's Coach of the Year and
Coach of the Year should go to Monty Williams this year. I mean, come on.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Taylor Jenkins has been a great coach and Memphis has done great things, but Monty Williams he deserved it last year too, and they gave it to Tom Thibodeau.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor Jenkins wins just because they were winning several more games without John Morant and their leaders.
That is true. That is true.
He can coach. Yeah. He can coach a basketball team. I gotta respect him for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know the fans will say who, but
who?
Yeah,
it's the casuals, bro. The casuals.
They need to do their research. And
and
on his name.
Memphis is just a couple more years away from potentially reaching the NBA Finals and might win it.
I think next year. I think next
year.
Yeah.
See, I don't know who's gonna be the MVP of the NBA, but I know the Valley had to pick an MVP for most kebabs eaten. It's gonna go to Grant Carrera.
I never even been to Arizona, man.
I'm not talking about Arizona. I'm talking about the San Fernando Valley, dog.
Hey,
Kishan.
Kishan, the Central Valley agrees with that statement too.
Fist bump, yep.
Oh man, doghouse.
Oh, hey, let me tell you. I'm from Fresno. Doghouse is like a must place to go. Just try not to go during the weekends. It's like really packed.
All right, but anyways,
that's
guys,
a must.
Yeah, no.
He's advertising dog.
He's advertising Doghouse. Where we let them sponsor us, and then we'll advertise.
Doghouse
sponsor us. Trust.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching this episode. If you guys have any suggestions on what we should talk about, what we should cover, feel free. If we should bring Hovsep back, comment that down in the middle. That's a very debatable statement.
I'm just
kidding, Hovsep.
After several interviews.
Yeah, after multiple requests, Hovsep finally got on the episode. No, Hovsep, it was a pleasure having you here with us.
Thank you for having me.
No, yeah. Anyways, guys, click the like button, subscribe to our channel, check out the Instagram page, and all the descriptions will be down in the below. We'll even put Hovsep's Instagram down on the description too,
Hovsep, before we go, any last thoughts? Anything you want to
add? Thanks for inviting me, and also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell your parents, your friends, anyone really about this
tell
podcast.
Your friends and their moms, everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Tell everyone. Spread the word about Oopscast.
Hovsep, is that a Seahawks logo?
Yes, it is. I'm a Seahawks
Oh, hell no.
Hey, we got a good feature.
All right, guys. This is Kissan.
We got Kobe Bryant.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Kobe Bryant, huh?
Yeah, Kobe Bryant. He's a good defensive back. I think he can
help our team. COBY though, not KOBIE.
Hey, we still got Kobe. R.I.P.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. This is Kishan Desai. This is
Grant Crine.
And
I'm Hovsep Manukian.
Signing out. Peace.
Peace.